I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better by Square podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
Hello.
What's up, Mark?
What's up? A lot of good things happening.
A lot of good things. A lot of good things. Actually, there was a big announcement last week. There was a specific Pokemon Nintendo Direct. And so now we know the names of the brand new Pokemon games.
The Generation 9.
Yeah, so that means completely brand new, which is usually like, how many is it like they do they always do 150 brand new ones?
Yeah.
Wow. Man, that's a lot.
So we got an introduced. It was actually Monday.
Okay.
When they announced it. It was Monday. We got announced that we're actually getting the game that we all been waiting for. We all kind of wanted that RPG Pokemon game on the main system.
Mm-hmm.
We always got it on the Game Boy or the DS or the 3DS, but we never got it on the main system. And the ones that we thought was going to be it was not it.
And it looks like it's taking some of the cues from the other games. Like a lot of the fighting looks like Stadium, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's going to be like a big mixture of the RPG, and then probably the fights going to be like Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to have the gimmick ball toss or anything like that. It's going to be like the old Pokemon games. It's just going to be in a higher world, in a bigger screen.
Yeah, the way it looks actually pretty good. Like I see the characters actually walking in the grass, and then they have the silhouette. Yeah. And what they use for this video is Pikachu. Yeah. And then the trainer throws out the Pokemon, and I guess that's when you start the fight, like usual. So it's cool because they've gone through the work. It's on the Switch, and I guess who is it? Game Freak, I think it is, the Pokemon company.
Yeah.
And so they've managed to give it its own unique look and everything. So it looks like if you were to make a cartoon, you could have this place be its own, whatever region it's going to be.
Yep.
And it's called, it actually has a name, yeah.
This is Generation 8, my fault. Generation 8.
8? Okay.
Yes.
So
Generation.
This one is supposed to be called the Galar region. Galar.
Yep.
I don't know what the structure is. I don't know if they're going to have, the 8? And then they're going to have an Elite Four type of situation. I don't know.
I think that's all going to be the same, kind of the same. They do recycle a lot of those things throughout the games. Yeah, that's the thing
I've been hearing posed as a question, like, should they change that?
I feel that I think they're going to go with what works right now and then see how successful this is. And then when they go into the next game, then they'll start evolutionary, like adding more things and making it better. But usually they do the same. They do a lot of rinse and repeat shit.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I mean, that's kind of why I fell off, because it's been the same game, just with different animals.
But the game looks beautiful. And that's something that we haven't seen. The graphics they're using in this game. The graphics they're using, well, if you played Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, you kind of had a little glimpse of what this game could be. Mm-hmm. But the only thing is, with that game, they still had all the gimmicks.
Yes, they had the ball on. They had get to shake it or something?
Yeah.
And you throw it at them and hold it, and you press the button on the front to capture them. It's like a bunch of different little things you could do.
So
I like that it just looks like this could, if they would really just do a cartoon based off of this game, it looks like the world has that Pokemon flair to it, where it's like, it doesn't look super generic, you know what I mean? It's just the main characters look like stand-ins, you know what I mean? Like, they don't look special.
I think it's going to be more customizable, though. Like, you'll be able to change his hat, his color, his hair, and all that shit. But I'm happy that they're doing it, because this especially because the Switch is kind of a hybrid. It's a portable and a console.
Mhm.
I think this is where they wanted it to be because the 3DS kind of is on its way out, and they're going to be just mainly focusing on the Switch.
Yeah.
So the two games are Pokemon Shield and Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Sword.
Sword is the blue one with the dog head, and Shield I think looks like a cat or something like that.
Yeah. Looks like a dog.
That's a red. Oh, it's just two dogs. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They already did a lot of jokes about the Shield.
Oh yeah. Well, shit. It has the head of the dog too, so
Yeah.
it basically feeds into it.
They announced also the first 3 Pokemon that you get to choose from. Usually is a fire, plant, and water. The one thing that I've been hearing and that a lot of people are really angry and hoping it's not, that the fire one doesn't evolve to a fighting one.
And we're going to take a little break right here just to remind you to follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, also on SoundCloud. What we do is we have this podcast, the It Spit Right Swear podcast. We also have the Wrestling Babble podcast that's hosted by Merc with the Mic, who's a frequent guest on my show. And that should be on Merc with the Mic on SoundCloud. We post those on YouTube as well. So you can check the Merc with the Mic podcast out on his YouTube channel, which is also Merc with the Mic. And also you can catch the It Gets Better I Swear podcast as well as the various other playthroughs on the RedCycloneInc YouTube channel. Thank you.
Why they didn't like Blaziken? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't like the wrestler either?
No.
Because I like him. He's cool.
I like
He's
him
in
too.
Smash.
Yes.
I guess because it's too repetitive. They keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Will they break tradition?
So we got Grookey, we got Score Bunny, and then we got Sobble.
Which one is which?
Sobble's the water type, which he looks depressed.
Oh, jeez.
Grookey looks like a cat monkey
Mm-hmm.
with a plant on his head. And Score Bunny is pretty much a fire bunny with a Booker T. The Booker T tape over his nose.
Oh, really? That's funny. So he is ready to fight. That rabbit is probably from Harlem.
He's gonna do Roonies on people. Yeah, man. And then Scott Steiner is gonna be a man champ.
I can see it.
He like interrupting shit.
Oh, did you also see the second? Was it second or third trailer for Detective Pikachu?
I am actually really excited for that movie.
Like they showed a lot more Pokemon just in the world. They showed them what was it, Machamp?
Yeah,
was it Machamp? Because he had 4 arms.
Mm-hmm.
He was directing traffic, and the Snorlax was in the road. Like they showed, there's a whole bunch. They showed Lickitung, which looks disgusting.
That looked weird. It looked like
not
Venom.
a good one. It looks like the whole body feels like the tongue, and so you just don't want to touch it.
You want to be touched by it either. Like,
yeah,
get the fuck away from me. I'll shoot you.
Yeah, but like they look cool. I mean, you still have Ryan Reynolds as the voice of Detective Pikachu, but this one is giving you a little bit more exposition.
Yeah.
About the main character's father, I think it is, has disappeared, and he's giving you like more direction, like what his mission is.
Yeah.
And when he started talking, so you know when it happened and whatnot. It was like that there was some type of traumatic event. He woke up with a hat on, and he could talk. Which is interesting. So
I can't wait for that movie. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield comes out later this year, probably around Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
For the holiday season, Nintendo got that locked in the bag. Because the Nintendo Switch is gonna sell like even 1 million more systems because of that game.
Mm-hmm.
That's smart. Nintendo.
A lot of people wait for that.
Nintendo did that with Smash Brothers. Came out December, right near Christmas, and look at the sales they got. Now they're doing Pokemon during the same time.
Well, they'll get. You know what it is? It's the crossover is always for the game.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people that don't buy the system until the game they want comes out.
Exactly.
And so, but like specifically for the Switch, there's a lot of people waiting for Smash.
Yeah.
So I know the Pokemon people, now that we have confirmation that there's not a 3DS one, this is where they're gonna go.
Yep.
So if they were waiting, they're coming.
Switch is gonna be a top seller this holiday season.
I can see it. Hopefully there'll be a price drop because you can't have this many years. And I mean, of course they could in Nintendo, but I would like to $50, please. Something.
Or they might have an updated system.
That's
maybe
the rumor,
better,
but like
maybe better battery.
Still, there's been no official word on it. And that's been a rumor since last year. I know it's fresh. It's March, but that's been a rumor since last year, and still no official word.
We probably find out during E3.
They're waiting for something.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they're gonna change the touchscreen because I hear the one they have is not fully like capable like it could be.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that raises the price.
But the thing is, you really don't use it.
No, but I think that's the initiative is to start putting things that take advantage of it.
Okay.
So if that's the deal, like, okay, I can see that.
I'm all for it. The Switch has been a good system to me. I love the system, so
it's been good to a lot of people, man. It would be the number one seller system if it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like that's just what it is.
Yeah, and
they got something for mostly everybody.
Yeah, and now Devil May Cry wants to go on there too.
I hope it doesn't suffer any performance issues. There's been a few. There was a specific game that came out recently that I actually thought was gonna be cool. The Trials game, and it was like I didn't think that was gonna be super intensive because Trials is typically seen as like a downloadable game.
Yeah.
And apparently the Switch conversion it's not good.
Yeah, there's some. I think some people just don't use the full advantage of what the Switch can do. But then again, the Switch it is not as powerful as the Xbox or PS4. It could do the power stuff, so maybe bring the collections of Devil May Cry on the Switch. Yeah,
that's no problem. Like that should have been there.
Yeah,
I don't even know why it's not.
No, I don't know either. But there's some games that they succeeded on it too, like Dragon Ball Fighters. Looks amazing on the Switch. You can see the differences, but it still looks amazing.
But I think you always have to give credit to the people doing it, and I think Namco Bandai they're not gonna put out garbage.
No, and then also they had a pass with the Switch already.
They wanted people to let them know, so they were expecting it.
Yeah,
because they were petitioning. The only way to have gotten fighters was if the sales of Xenoverse 2 were good, and so that initiative it showed Bandai Namco people wanted the game. So I don't think they were going to take the people's money and be like, if we're going to deliver an inferior product, they're not EA. So
Nintendo does a great job in selling old games for full price.
Well, listen, that's what they do. But with Dragon Ball Fighters, wasn't an old game, so it was good.
They're bringing Saints Row the Third on the Switch.
It's gonna be full price though.
I don't know, but it's coming. And
it can't be.
And I kind of want it.
but it can't be full price.
I hope it's not full price. If it is, then I probably won't buy it. But
I pay $9 for it.
I want to pay maybe $10.
It's max. Dude. No, they're probably gonna charge $40.
If they're charging $40, then I'm not buying because I have it. I still have mine on the Xbox.
I have mine on all the systems it came out on because it came out 3 times.
Exactly.
But each time it got progressively cheaper. So yeah, I can understand if they don't act accordingly. Yeah, don't do that to yourself.
But yeah. Also, something that came out on the Switch came out on all the systems. Definitely check out Chojin and Earl.
Yeah, and I heard it's actually play-wise, it actually is really faithful to the first game.
Okay.
Not the second one, not the third one. There was a third one on Xbox that nobody played. Rightfully so.
Yes, there was.
Rightfully so.
It was terrible.
And 2 was just very, very not great.
It was side scroller. It was a weird side scroller.
It made me go, why did they think they had to change it so much? You know? It was just like, I don't get it. It was kind of fun. I'm not gonna just completely poop on it, but it was just like, I like
it was fun. It was planning on Funkatron or some shit like that, right?
Yes. Yep.
Well, the first game,
it tried.
the first game was kind of confusing. Like, if you're a young kid playing that game, you didn't know what the fuck. You had no clue what the fuck you were doing.
Yes.
But as in when they first released it to the Sega Classic thing, like they actually had it on the arcade, the Xbox Live Arcade.
It was a lucky game, yeah, because Sega, I guess they knew people really did like it.
Yeah.
And they started putting it on those collections, like.
So, I have a little story written why they did that. So on the Sega collections, when they started bringing them on the arcade, on the Xbox Live Arcade, like for sale, they did them in little packages. The way you got the game is you had to vote for characters on the Sega racing game, the Sonic Racer, the Sonic
All Stars Transformed, or was it the first one?
It was the first one.
Okay, Sonic Racing All Stars, I think it was.
They did a big vote on what characters you want to see in the next All Stars, and the first ones that were on the top of that list was Streets of Rage and then Chojin Monroe.
They didn't make it, right? Streets of Rage.
No, they didn't do none of them. But what they did was they started getting the collections together, and they started really selling them and see how they do.
You know, there's another one coming out, right? The racing game.
Yeah,
it's a new one.
But it's going to be more Sonic characters than anything. It's not going to be really the Sega characters like the other one.
No, don't say that.
And sadly, those games were really good.
Yeah,
they're very
underrated. Yeah.
I
that first one. I like that first one a lot.
Like the first one was one of my favorites. And it was
Ryu Hazuki, dude. Come on. His power up was the forklift. Come on.
Yes.
And they played the music too.
Can we get Majima in the next one?
Oh, dude, I forgot. That's a part of the universe now. Yeah, they're in the Sega verse.
Can I get a Majima?
I want a Majima. I want a little Akira.
Yeah.
A little Akira cart. Come on. Okay. Yeah, we can.
Yes. Yeah, Majima and Sega Transforms. That would be great.
Oh, you know what would be even funnier is if they had that guy from the racing car game.
The old guy,
yeah.
As the old guy, not
you see him in 6, right?
I haven't got there yet, so.
Yo, okay. You're gonna love that part because you know who he is. Yeah. You're gonna love that part. You're gonna see him.
I'm loving it.
Well, we can talk about that now because you don't have too much. Yeah.
So I just started Yakuza 6.
Yeah.
And I've been fighting myself not to play it until 3, 4, and 5. But then I realized that 3, 4, and 5 may not come out until anytime soon. So I'm like, fuck it. I've been having. I own this game. I bought this game maybe about 6 months ago.
Okay.
I bought the collector's edition that had the whiskey glasses because that's the only way. I saw that thing and I was like, damn, that's dope. I want that one. I finally had I got a $50 off in Best Buy and I ended up buying it. And I'm only paying like $10 for it, which was great. But I started the game. I've been really fiending to play another Yakuza game. Because again, like honestly, you opened up a can of worms for me. Like when you started talking to me about the game and I started playing Zero, like it opened up new world to me, and I just wanted to play these games. These games are fucking amazing, and if you don't play them, play them. They're fucking great.
I didn't know. I learned something new about the series. Is that I didn't know that the main city Kamurocho, I didn't know it was made up.
Yeah,
I thought it was based on.
It's a mixture.
I didn't know it was. Yeah, I found out it's more than one city mixed together.
Yeah,
so I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And so, the way they keep it fresh is just more and more stores either get more detailed or the action shifts from this part to that part. There's still the mainstays like the Millennium Tower is still there,
and it evolves. Like the lighting gets better. The restaurants gets updated chairs or things like that. They get more like Americanized restaurants in them, like the steak houses and the fried chicken places and shit.
And the arcade games, they're era appropriate.
Yeah, they're era. Well, in six you have both. You have the old games and the new games.
Okay, see, I didn't get too far into the entire arcade thing in 6 because I got stuck doing the soldier thing. What is that called? It has a specific name. Because I know in Kiwami 2 they made one with Majima.
Yeah. The
construction company.
The clan.
The clan battles. Yes. With the New Japan wrestlers.
Yes. I just met Okada.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's in that one.
Yeah, I saw Okada. And then they also reprise their roles in Yakuza Kiwami 2. They're in the tournament, the fight club shit.
Oh, the arena, yeah.
They're part of that. You usually fight them randomly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're in that one.
Nice.
So 6, pretty much the Sega arcade. If you go to the one that's near like the Times Square area,
okay,
it has a lot of the retro games. So it has Outrun, it has Hang On, it has Space Carrier, and that other space game. I forgot the name of it. It's like a weird. It's pretty much when you beat Space Carrier, they take this game out for you. And the Kiwami, and Zero.
I don't remember. See, I don't remember. I don't think I beat that game.
I forgot the name of the game.
Damn.
So I know in Zero, like say for instance, if you pass a certain point thing and hang on and outrun, they give you Hang On.
Oh.
And then if you beat Space Carrier, if you get a certain amount of points.
Space Harrier. That's the one with the jet, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Space Harrier is the one with the guy that you're shooting.
Oh, Afterburner's the one with the jet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
so
okay.
Space Harrier is the one with the man on foot.
Yes. So they do that. So basically, they have all those retro games in that one in the Times Square one. If you go to the one that's near the bar that's upstairs and shit, the main bar. If you played 1, 0, and 2, you always go to that damn bar.
Yeah,
that's where they hide out and shit. If you go to that one has more of the newer games. So it has Virtua Fighter, the last Virtua Fighter,
right? 5S, I think it is.
Yeah, it has it has Virtua Fighter, and it also has Puyo Puyo.
See, I didn't play that. I played Virtua Fighter. Okay, so now I gotta look for it. Okay.
And then Puyo Puyo's. I love Puyo Puyo. I have Puyo Puyo Tetris on my Switch.
Can I just say, this is the idea that I have for the Yakuza series. Somebody better steal this. Because I know in 6, and we can talk a little bit about what you played with the Internet Cafe. We can talk a little bit about that, but like
I enjoyed that a little too much.
It's pretty funny. It's actually funny if you read the responses. I like the girls are what they are, but the actual responses are legitimately funny.
Like the divorce, like one was divorced man. 99 or some shit like that.
Like the usernames are hilarious. The responses are funny. Kiryu's responses are actually like really innocent, which makes it even funnier.
Yeah.
But like I was gonna say, somebody needs to steal this idea for the next game for Judgment. I mean, maybe Judge Eyes 2 or Yakuza 7 or whatever. If they better, I think he's at the end of this game. They're gonna do something. I still haven't spoiled myself, so I don't know what happens to him. I know he's not dead. I'll just put it that way. I know he doesn't die, but I think he officially retires. So I'll just leave it at that. Yeah.
I will cry.
But they need to put Phantasy Star Online inside the game. I'm just saying. In like the Internet Cafe. They should do that. If they want to put the online server, go ahead. But you don't have to. But I would so love it if that game was playable inside of one of the Yakuza games. Because I know they could do it. Because remember, the thing I learned about a lot of the Dreamcast games is that they're small.
Yeah.
They're not like gigs and gigs games. They're like, some of them are like hundreds of megabytes. Like, it's surprising how small Dreamcast games actually were.
Yeah.
GameCube games were actually bigger than Dreamcast games. Go figure.
Yeah, because they had to make their own this.
That was Nintendo. Don't let them fool you. They didn't have to do anything. That was Nintendo being assholes.
Yeah, they didn't.
It's unfortunate. It's for piracy reasons. They were so scared of the Dreamcast piracy, they had to make proprietary discs on purpose. Like, It
makes sense though.
Yeah, but there were other ways around it.
Yeah,
there were. Like, Dreamcast was a victim of piracy because of the way the system worked. Because it was super easy. Yeah, you could use regular CDs.
Yeah, I remember.
So bad.
I did it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was so bad, but you couldn't bootleg PS2 games as easy. You had to get a chip.
Yeah.
And like, so you know what I mean? Like, so there was a ways around it. But anyway, like that whole thing aside, I want PSO inside one of these games badly. You could do it.
I'm for it.
It's like 1 gig. Come on, man. The first one.
Do it, Sega.
Do it. Steal it.
Dare you.
Yeah. Double dog. Triple dog.
Dog dirty. Yeah, bitches if y'all don't. So I've been enjoying it. Like again, I'm a little mad that I haven't played 3, 4, and 5. Like I kind of want to play them before I play this, but they kind of give you a recap of all the story of what's happening throughout it. So I understood a good amount, especially playing off of.
Okay, well, here's my thing. I could say which one is like out of those you should really be looking forward to. Since I have played 3 from beginning to end, I've played 4 from beginning to the middle, and I haven't played 5 because that was a PS3 exclusive online. I think there's no disc for that game.
Yeah, you could play if you have the PS now. You can play it.
Okay, so yeah, like you can still download it though. If you want to buy the original on PS3.
Yeah.
But good luck. There will be a PS4 one eventually.
You could play on PS. I think you can play on PS4 with the PS now.
No, but it's not the new one. Like when they do their whatever HDified. Like I want to see what they're gonna do to it.
Oh, okay.
Because they're gonna do something. They're not gonna do the whole Kiwami treatment, but they have said they are at least gonna make them, bring them up to speed. So I guess that means the resolution will be native 4K or whatever, what have you. But hopefully they put something in there.
Yeah, me too.
But my little perspective for you, 3 is really, really good. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Out of all of the Yakuzas, 3 might be my favorite one because it introduces my favorite character.
Yeah.
I think he uses Taekwondo.
Okay.
He's the guy that looks like he's home. You see him. He's homeless in 6.
Yeah. He's the one that was hiding in the sewer.
Yes. I forget his name now because
I saw his name too.
The Japanese names, I can't remember all of them. But he is awesome. His style is really good in 3.
Yeah.
Like he's one of the main characters actually. Like, I think you start off playing as him. And then I might be confusing them because that's when they introduced a really big burly dude that shot up this club, not a club, a restaurant, because they were trying to like murder his brother or something. It's crazy. But there's a really giant guy, and he's the basis. Now you remember the brawler style in 0?
Yeah.
He's the basis for the brawler style.
Okay.
And the guy with the kicks, he's the basis for the punching style.
Okay. That makes
like how it's speedy and has counters and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's how they broke up those characters for 0.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So there you go. So like I think you really will like Yakuza 3. Like so hopefully soon it comes before Christmas, but like that one you really want to play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like the villain in that one too.
Okay. How about 4?
4, I didn't finish it to the end.
Okay.
Like I kind of got burnt out because I played them one after the other. Don't do that.
I did that and I actually enjoyed it.
Oh, lucky you!
Because I went to.
Well, you know what?
I went to 0, then 1.
Yeah, they're not even the same type of game though. That's true.
Yeah. And then I
like the way you
had
fight
to wait
and stuff.
2. Yeah, so I played like a whole different game.
So yeah, okay. Well, I'll put it this way: the wait between those 2 games wasn't long for you, but the styles, because of when they were made, because 0 was actually a PS3 game.
Yeah.
And then Kiwami 1 isn't the original one.
Yeah.
So now, if you were like me and played the original 1 and then played the original 2, you might have been like,
yeah,
the
original very similar to each other. Yeah.
The original 1 had bad voice acting, and the systems are very similar.
Yeah.
But if you played like me 3 to 4, the system didn't evolve that much, but you got to have the benefit of waiting. So, you know what? It'll still be different for you when you play it.
Yeah, I'm looking
because it's not like
them.
the ones now. So yeah.
Yeah, when 3, 4, and 5, I really hope they actually make. I actually hope they make physical copies of them too, because I just want to collect them all. But other than that, like I'm waiting for those. But 6 been really good. They did a good job in recapping everything, so I kind of got the gist of every story. It got me kind of wanting to play them more now because I know what happened, so I kind of wanted to play through it.
Shit, the one thing you're missing, you never got to play is Hawaiian Shirt, Kiryu.
Yes, and that's 5.
Yeah,
or that's 4.
It's 4 and 5 when he's more at the orphanage. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when he adopted all the kids, and then now they're all adults. They're all like kind of teenagers in this game. So I got the idea that he adopted all of them, shit like that, and he became like he went to another island and he had a whole island house near the beach and shit.
Yes, that was because it was well you learn his deeper emotional connection to the kids because he was an orphan.
Yeah, I
so that's why he did it. Yeah,
because they kind of explained that in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
011, like that he was an orphan and shit. That he was always like more kinder to kids as well, especially with this little girl, the little girl.
Haruka. Yeah,
which she comes back in 6 and she has a baby.
That's the whole thing with that. Yep.
And right now I'm trying to find her baby daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fuck him up.
Why you leave that girl with that baby?
Yeah. And then you have to carry around a little baby the whole time.
And there's a little mini game with that.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying.
Yep.
But I noticed it's like the way his head moves, that's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So if he goes side to side, you gotta go side to side. If he wants to go up, he goes up. He put his arms up all the way. If he wants to go all the way up. Yeah.
But you know what they do well? It doesn't overstay its welcome.
No, it doesn't.
So
they do it a few times and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, their baby's sleeping.
That's true. Sleeping through whole fights and shit.
I know, like you give the damn babies to random people in a fight.
Yo,
like hold them.
Have you seen some of the cool special fight endings?
No, I haven't unlocked a lot of them.
There's this one no, not the ones you unlock. The ones when you fight and there's like sometimes it's a prompt because a person is around you.
Oh, okay.
And there's one like with a random woman, like she'll just come in and help you out during a fight.
No, I have not seen it yet.
Like there's some special ones in 6 where they involve the pedestrians and stuff. Those are really cool.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Yeah,
I saw the chopstick.
Oh my god, dude! My favorite really really bad one. I think it was like the pliers. Like he catches your nose with the pliers. Like oh shit. The salt shaker is a good one.
Yeah.
Puts the salt in your eye and smacks you with it. Oh man. Okay. So that's it. That's all you got with that?
Yeah, I'm just enjoying part 6. I'm kind of I think at chapter 4.
Okay.
So I just started it. I'm still going through it. The side missions and now the cell phone with the trouble missions and also those like time missions and shit.
Mm-hmm.
The bomb one was annoying.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, it was annoying. But other than that, the gameplay is fine. Like if you like,
Oh, there's gonna be a funny part. Did you get to the part with the costume?
No.
Oh, okay. You got some fun shit in store.
I passed the baseball. Like he went to play baseball.
Oh yeah, I remember baseball for the team.
And they wanted to fight, and so he got up going to bat at the dude's head.
Yeah, that game is crazy.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I love the Yakuza series, so far I'm really enjoying it so far. Good story so far.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for the baby's daddy and looking for the girl as well, because she disappeared when he went to jail.
Girls, he's crazy stuff.
Motherfucker's always in jail.
Listen, man, he's the Robin. I mean, well, he's the fall guy, basically.
Yeah.
But he never kills anybody. Just remember that.
he puts them close to death.
Oh yeah, he's like Batman.
He beats you for the ends of your life. You're still alive though.
Yo, you might not have all your fingers and toes, but
still alive. I didn't kill you. It's your depression and having no fingers and toes.
That's some deep stuff. Take it to a whole other level with Batman, man. He's been doing some dark shit.
He's doing that. You know what? Batman's evil.
They never talk about the PTSD he gives all the criminals because he beats them in the head.
No, you don't. He gives them hush money. That's why.
Wow. That's a whole other layer to Batman I never knew about.
That's why
yeah, shit. True. And before we get off the topic of Yakuza, there's a PS Plus special going on right now. So there's a bunch of sales on some good stuff. And I think 6 is on sale.
Yeah, 6 is on sale, and
also Yakuza Kiwami too, and that's $30. So.
And the Fist of the North Star.
I was just about to say, yeah, also $30 down here. So
yes.
get your Yakuza on if you want. No excuse.
I recommend playing all of them. Start at 0. 0 actually, I'm actually happy I started at 0.
Mm-hmm.
because it let me know the story a lot more of like Majima and all that stuff. And Majima became like one of my favorite characters throughout the game. Even though I haven't seen him yet, and I'm a little mad that I haven't seen him yet, but I know he's there. I've seen him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, yo, where's Majima? I love Majima.
He's not popping out of stuff like last time. I don't think. Also, we could just go through a few of the stuff because we've mentioned the Sega Genesis Classics is on sale. It's $10 off.
That's not bad.
It's the PSVR version though. So if you want to do it to themselves, hey man, you want to play Columns in 3D?
Oh, they actually. Oh yeah, it is the PS4. Yes, I'm looking at it now. It's $20.
Mm-hmm. If you want to have a fun time and just laugh at a broken game, I recommend Star Trek Bridge Crew. Yeah. I've seen the quick look for it. It just falls apart sometimes, and it's hilarious. Not a good game, but at $12, why not?
If you want to make your own furry, buy Sonic Forces.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know if I recommend that. Just buy a Sonic game instead.
Buy Sonic Mania. That's the only Sonic game you should play.
I'm not 100% sure. I think I heard that team got dissolved.
Sonic Mania 2? No, they're doing part 2.
Okay, good.
They are doing part 2. There's a train sim world. I'm actually quite interested.
Yeah, have you ever tried Theme Park Simulator?
No.
Because I've watched a few videos of those. Those are actually pretty fun, especially the ones where you can be silly and have things go off the rails and stuff that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like you can construct stuff and not have all the parts, so it's like just a roller coaster spinning in midair, held up by one thing. But as long as it stays, you don't get in trouble. Like, I like stuff like that, but like, Roller Coaster Simulator is pretty good.
Cool. I like simulators. So
Trackmania Turbo, shout outs. It's only $10. It's literally a make your own race track game.
Yeah.
Like if you want to take the time, Trackmania Turbo. I'm not sure if it has all the full-fledged features of most of the Trackmania games, but it's a real special thing. Mm-hmm. And it's $10. And also, shout outs because who else is it? It's Jinkies, one of my homeboys on Xbox, Dr. Snipe. They play The Division, and this weekend is the Division 2 open beta, and last week was the closed one. So you have until tomorrow, the 4th, if you want to play some Division early, see how it feels. Because I think it's supposed to come out the week after.
Yeah.
Not this week, the next week.
So it's the open demo, not the beta.
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Because it's only 2 weeks away. You know how that works.
Exactly.
There you go. So that's another company, Ubisoft. They did it. They said that.
Wiggle my finger at you.
So when the game comes out and something's busted, they didn't fix it, you'll find out. But hopefully I'm about to play it now, and hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah.
Also, Zone of the Enders is a second run. It's only one of the games. That's interesting. They're selling Zone of the Enders second runner on sale for $4.99. I think it's both games though. No, apparently this is VR. That's interesting. Yeah. Wow. See, I don't know. I need to check these out. I need to see some reviews on these because I'm noticing a lot more ports of older games, but to VR.
Yeah, they're adding the VR features to it.
Like, it's just coming out with a lot more games coming out that were actually just regular games. I'm like, do they work? How are they? Do they make you throw up? I wonder.
Probably the same game.
Yeah, but I wonder, like, does it fuck with your eyes? You know what I mean? Does it make you nauseous? Is it even playable? Because I mean, look, Metal Gear Survive is on sale too, but I don't think anybody should buy that. Don't support that. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to Metal Gear. If you like Solid Snake, do not buy that game.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, no fighting games, I don't think.
No, not really. Well, Nemco has a sale too.
Oh, they have a publisher-specific sale?
Yeah, they have like JoJo on there. They have the Dragon Ball Z games on there. And
oh, good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Damn, Dragon Ball FighterZ is on sale like 60% off.
Yeah.
Didn't get it now.
Yeah.
The characters are on sale from the first season. I see.
And the season
Bardock
pass.
Brawley. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you might as well just get the deluxe one that's on sale.
I see it. Yeah, 47, and get the season pass. Nice.
Yep. Do it that way.
Good stuff.
Because they're supposed to have a season 2 coming out very soon.
It started. The first two was Vidal. She was the start of it.
Yeah.
Her and I forget the other character now. Blanking.
Oh, I know the one with the red suit and shit, right? The Diesel dude.
What's his name?
I don't know the Dragon Ball Z names. I'm very bad.
Also, I did purchase something from one of these sales, and I guess it's on the Namco, the Bandai Namco publisher sale. It's Hack GU Last Recode,
Okay.
which is a AC. I guess not really a remake, but they HDified the entire collection from PS2, which is 3 games. But I see there's like one more chapter, and I'm interested to get to that one. You can pick it from the beginning, but I'm playing through on something they added called cheat mode,
Okay.
which it just makes you max level and gives you all the best weapons. It just is like, go to the game because you already played this.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff that potentially you could grind in that game, so they're like, why bother? Let's just keep going.
That's cool.
Yeah, check that out if you like Dot Hack. I recommend it. I hope they make another one in the future. But that team, I think they're going to be working on the new Dragon Ball 3D game.
Okay.
So I'm interested because they are known for the Naruto, but they also have roots in action RPGs that are actually pretty fun.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we'll see. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
We could talk about just a small thing of Dracon. Like, he got his character trailer.
Yeah.
I know you said you saw him before because there's a game that he's from previously.
Yeah.
But there's I was watching the trailer recently, and I'm like, I like the moveset though. Somebody was like, yo, he has a genocide cutter. Like, he's got Rugel's his uppercut with his legs.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like there's a few things. He's got some OTGs. They also show the 2 costumes, the Green Ranger and the White Ranger variant.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. Like I said, they have people in the FGC like fine tuning it because they're gonna make this a product for consoles.
Yeah.
And that looks like, it's gonna be on PC as well. So
Yeah, it's gonna be all the consoles. I think it has a June release date.
Okay, so hopefully they, like you said, I know you've experienced it. I don't know how you feel about it. It says spring 2019. It doesn't have a specific date yet.
Yeah, so it's
maybe-
like May to June.
Mhm. So
Even though that's not spring, but it's a May to June. I hope it's good. I hope it's fun. I definitely gonna be picking it up because I'm a big Power Ranger fan. Hint, I did Morphin Morphin Cast and all. Watch Power Rangers half my time. So yes. Yes, I hope it's a good game. I hope it picks up. We do need a nice 5-player, 6-player beat 'em up, play online, side scroll kind of shit, because that's what Power Rangers is a team battle kind of thing.
Mhm.
But the fighting game could be interesting. They had the Power Ranger Legacy game that's on the phone. It's been very popular. It's been rolling this would be probably the 3rd year it's been out, and they did team ups with Street Fighter and all, and it's been more popular than ever before. But a lot of the fight style and the graphics itself of the game comes from the Legacy. They're using the same graphic engine and everything.
okay.
They just probably updated the moves to make it more fluent, like kind of like a Dragon Ball Z or Street Fighter kind of style.
Yes, that's what I'm seeing. Yes, it looks like it's taking inspiration from a 2v2 fighter.
Yeah.
So maybe it's getting a little bit of the Dragon Ball formula, but one less fighter.
Well,
You
it
know?
would be one player. It would be one fighter because the way they do it is one fighter and 2 assists.
Oh, so it's assist types. So
Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, it seems like that might be a scaled back version.
Yeah.
Listen, if they can get the moves down right and the feel of it, so that when you're playing it, if the moves come out smoothly, there's no lag in between. Because one of the worst things about a fighting game is when you press the button and the response with the character isn't exact.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's the difference between a good and a bad fighting game, really.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of fighting games that never make it, and it's because they don't feel right. So hopefully, it gets the right guidance. Because that'd be cool to have like people hyped over a Power Rangers game.
Yeah, it's right now Power Rangers is as popular as ever, so it'd be good to have actually a good game with it. Talking about Power Rangers, Beast Morphers just premiered.
Yeah, you told me that it's actually pretty good.
Yes, Saturday at 8:00 on Nickelodeon. Watched the first episode, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good take on this set of Rangers. It has a big kind of like SPD mixed with Time Force in a way. Not the whole time, the time thing, but just the way the style of the Rangers were. It was kind of in that sense. But I say more SPD in that sense. But they have this big building that's going to make a big, it's gonna be a brand new power source for the whole world, and they're using a morphing grid to hack into it. You have this kid that actually was the one that did it. He's the one that broke into the morphing grid, which honestly, if you actually listen to him talk, he kind of talks like Billy.
Oh, okay.
More phenomenal and things like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he does the little things like Billy, and I caught that on really fast. The Red Ranger is the son of the mayor, which the son of the mayor actually goes into the thing to check if it actually happened. He even mentions, what if Rita, Lord Zed, or this person all come and try to destroy it? Kind of thing. You had problems like that before, so they exist in the same universe. Well, not really in the same universe, but in the same dimension as a lot of the other Rangers. So they did mention all these other things that happened to Galactical kind of shit.
Gotcha.
So they had handpicked their Rangers that kind of already had like a bond with the animal that the Ranger is. They had the Blue Ranger, which was one of the first cadets, and they had this guy, this Red Ranger, and the Yellow Ranger, which were not the original choices. But when they had this virus taking over the computer, when they were trying to start the morphing grid so they could start the power sources and shit. The main bad guy, I forgot his name, he breaks through it, and he makes the Red and Yellow Ranger that were first picked evil. See, he takes he pretty much clones their body into like their own little Power Ranger suit, and then leaves the bodies like sleeping in a coma, and he takes the Rangers.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's pretty cool. And then how they got their Rangers powers is the same way. They all kind of just happen to be there and stuff like that. It was a fun, really fun series. The suits I actually pretty much like these suits. The Super Sentai version of this is Go Busters and the Super Sentai. I actually watched that series, and it was a really good series. So I really hope they do a good job in capturing it. So far, the American footage that they use is pretty good. It's pretty spot on. The fight scenes are actually exciting.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's a good thing that it's doing. And this is the first one that's produced by Hasbro. So we might get a bit more serious tone stories in that sense, because I kind of got that within the first series episode, is that it kind of took more of a serious approach to a lot of things. So it still has its joke scene, it still has its the Bulk and Skull element, but it still had a lot of the things that we kind of want more serious in Power Rangers. Which it was a good first episode. I really enjoyed it. It's a continuation episode, which I like. So they're building on to the whole Ranger thing. So
is it gonna be once a week?
Yeah. So every Saturday 8 a.m.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Good stuff.
So definitely check it out.
And what's the name again?
Power Rangers Beast Morphers.
Beast Morphers. Okay. Cool. Good stuff, man.
Yes.
I don't want to go too far without mentioning it, because it was cool. It was a small thing that happened last week. I mean, there's a bad thing that happened in tandem with this, but there was a pretty cool thing last week, because MK11 is coming out soon. Yeah. They revealed Johnny Cage. Yeah. I think he so far is the best character in the game.
Yeah.
You need to see Johnny Cage's his fatality, his gameplay reveal trailer. They put so much personality into this character.
Nice.
He's got a special where he does the mime thing. It's from one of like the older things that he did. He was miming to make fun of the ninjas.
Yeah.
It's a counter move. Like he just stops what he's doing and starts miming, and if you hit him, he counters you. It's crazy. He has a move where he calls a stunt double to grab you from behind, and you can see the hair is not the same. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
His X-ray. He uses his. I guess it's supposed to be his Oscar.
Yeah.
And he breaks it on your head and then stabs you in the back with it. Like, it's so dumb. And then he has one of the best fatalities where there was an old joke from, I think it was the first one.
Yeah.
There was a glitch in the first game, and then they made it a real thing in the second game where he could punch off more than one head.
Yeah.
So they made it in this one where he punches the character in the jaw and their jaw breaks off, but the head doesn't come off.
Yeah.
And then they cut. It just goes cut. You see the mic come in, and they like, where they get? And he does it again. The head doesn't come off. He goes, where'd you get this guy? And the dude is just dying. And then the third one, he punches the head off, but it's on his hand. And so he gets pissed, throws it at the screen, and it's the character's face with the jaw missing. And then Johnny Cage in the background gives a middle finger and smirks in slow motion. It's the best shit. Like, please watch that. It's so good. And then his win pose, he plays with a Johnny Cage action figure.
Oh, nice.
It's so good. Like, so much work went into that character. And
cool.
So that's his character reveal. Again, MK11 is coming out April 23rd, day after my birthday. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool. They also show you pre-order to get Shao Kahn and Beta Access. But with all that good stuff said, here comes the bad news. Unfortunately, it was a massive leak.
Yeah,
and like a bunch of, I think if you have a careful eye or a good computer and some programs, you could take the picture that would show the roster.
Yeah.
And I think they narrowed it down to 28 characters, not counting the DLC characters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you can actually look at the faces and stuff, so you could potentially make out who's on the roster before it's out. The other thing is there's a few very up close pictures.
Yeah. And
they spoil some of the characters. But the thing is, like, yeah, there's who they are is spoiled, but it's kind of like the characters themselves aren't special. Yeah. So it's Kodo Khan. We know him. He was a new character.
Yeah.
So I don't expect him to get rid of me anytime soon. He was well received. He was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It was Kodo Khan is one of them. Liu Kang in human form, because in the story mode he died.
Yeah. But
there's a human Liu Kang, which is pretty cool. Like, it's based on like MK2 Liu Kang, which I see like the pants with the certain swirl on it, like the red line that goes in towards the bottom, which is pretty cool. I forgot there's one more. Oh, Aaron Black.
Yeah.
Which I think everybody loves him.
Yeah, I knew he was going to be in this.
He just looks cool.
Like his,
and he's like the one gun
story.
character.
Like his story built into going into this game, so I knew he was going to be in it.
Okay, so yeah, Aaron Black is shown, and then the coolest one I think is because of the main theme of the game is them going back in time and stuff, is the costume for young Kano.
Ooh,
like he's got the old school hairline, the clean face, like no facial hair, but he has the MK3 outfit on, which is weird because the MK3 was the ball-headed one.
Yeah.
But this one's got the V hair, the Vegeta hairline, and the clean face. And I'm like, whoa, that's cool. And then like I see that they're taking the characters and they're actually mixing them up.
Okay.
So they're mixing up the MK1 and 2 versions of characters, because Kano was confirmed, yes, that's old news, but it was like a pirate costume for Brazil, I think it was, which is weird. But anyway, so it is what it is, but hey, it's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Check out that Johnny Cage. That shit is ridiculous.
I definitely gotta check it out.
Like, yes, it's gory, yes, it's violent, but it's still hilarious.
That's Mortal Kombat for you.
But I think people could use him to say, like, for real, when it's done right, that's the best that it could be at.
Yeah.
Like, you see it and how just the way it works, it's like, oh, this is fun. In a way that a lot of the other characters don't come across as.
Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Nice.
Very much. And I mean, in other fighting game related news, there was a confirmation, and it's kind of a big deal. The that Melee will no longer be at Evo on the main stage.
It's gonna be Ultimate,
and they're transitioning straight to Smash Ultimate. I mean, it's not that is a bad thing. It's just it is what it is.
Yep.
I don't know if that's because Nintendo has a say in it, or if it's just the Evo people making an official call on like.
I think Nintendo has a say in everything they do.
So yeah, like, but again, there was no like official poster or anything, so I don't want to like, spread something, but like,
it's always Nintendo.
So that's just what it is. Personally, I don't care about Melee anymore because I understand when you get to the high skill ceiling, when you get to the top of Melee, it's very boring to watch. Not because of the gameplay, it's because of the character select.
Yeah,
it tends to only be 5 or 6 characters out of a character select of like, how many characters are in Melee? Like 40?
Yeah,
that's a lot. It's like 30 something, I think. It's a lot. So when it's a game when you can't pick an 1/8 of the roster, you know what I'm saying? Not even like a 1/5 of the roster. It kind of limits people wanting to come back. But the Melee enthusiasts do always watch it, and it does put out consistent numbers. Like the grand finals, no joke, is in the 100,000s. Oh, wow. Like, it's not a game. So them cutting this is a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm thinking, like, you might be right. It might be Nintendo, because I don't think if you are getting the revenue from hundreds of thousands of people watching it, that you would want to cut it.
Yeah, it has to be Nintendo.
So I don't know. And
that's their new one, and that's why they made it, is for the fact that people adapt to that new one.
Yeah. So I know people are upset. CRTs everywhere are going out the window. They're on fire. They're bursting into flames. They're crying because Melee is no more at Evo and on the main stage.
And Nintendo's like, suck it.
And they remember, but like, again, I'm not gonna say 100% it's them, but I do remember, and this was a big deal that made people mad at them. They didn't want it there. They were the ones who they didn't want Melee to be on stream, period.
Yeah.
They didn't want to support it at all.
Yeah.
That's just how they are. They're that. Japan is that not with the times on these things when it comes to Nintendo. So they're slowly catching up, we can see, but like when it comes to the FGC, when it comes to a lot of the internet-based stuff, they're still behind. So we'll see. But again, hey, Ultimate is main stage. They have the lineup as well, so you can check that out on Evo's website. I don't have it off of memory. I do know there's a game that surprised many people, and it's called Uniel.
Yeah.
Under Night in Birth EX, and it has another subtitle. It's too long for me to remember, but it's really, really a really technical anime fighter. It's not really like Guilty Gear per se, but it, the aesthetic is drawn. If you look at it, it looks like an anime. So, but it's super, super technical, and this is like a big deal for a game like that to make it to the main stage, because it doesn't have that many eyes on it.
Yeah.
So now it's gonna get some eyes. So it might get super popular. Who knows?
Nice.
So congrats to that game. RIP to Melee on the main stage. It is what it is. Listen, we had to give up CVS 2. All right. At some point, we had to stop playing CVS 2 on the main stage. Just saying. We had to retire Marvel 2. All right. Yeah. At some point, gotta do it. So it is what it is.
But it's coming.
So
and y'all still gonna play it. So yeah, they still gonna play it.
Yeah, yeah. It's not to say that it won't be on a side tournament. It's just saying the main stage that gets the the biggest views and stuff, it won't be there. So
yeah,
but they'll get their views in Ultimate. So support.
Yep.
So that's about it for that. You got anything else? Because the last thing I want to bring up is the comics thing. So
no, I got nothing else.
Okay, so here's the real unfortunate news you learn about is that the comics industry is struggling right now. They're self-policing it, at least on the DC side. They're cutting back a lot of their comics, literally more than half. the actual lines. Like supposedly they would call the new 52. That was like how many different lines there were, but there were more than 52 comics coming out per month.
Way more.
The numbers they have for like this past January and this past December were 78 and 74 for DC. No, December was lower, it was 52. January of this year was 78.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is already after they know that that's not a good thing, so I don't know what the hell they were doing all this. I don't know what's going on with these massive amounts of issues, and I don't know, maybe you can offer some perspective into it, Mark, because...
So, well, in Marvel side, they just pretty much make a comic book of everybody.
Okay.
That's the thing with Marvel. If someone gets happy with some character, they try to capitalize on it. Like that's Spider-Gwen. Now she's in like 10 different books. Oh no, that's Spider-Gwen. Like Gwenpool.
Gwenpool, yes. Okay.
Yeah. Spider-Gwen too. Spider-Gwen Crew is in a bunch of different books. But it goes to show that also like I think what hurts is the variant covers and the trying to outsell more issues than you need, like having a special collector's edition issue like cover just because that's like exclusive to Midtown or things like that. They do a lot of that thing, and it's really annoying, and it kind of gets you not really wanting to buy it. Like honestly, I've been doing most of my comic book reading on digital. I pay $10 a month and I read what I want to read. But it's coming to a point that it gets too much. Like Spider-Man, I love Spider-Man to death, but you don't need 5 books on Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Right.
I understand Miles Morales having his own story. I understand Peter Parker having his own thing, but have them two only have their thing. Have Amazing Spider-Man, has Miles Morales Spider-Man. That's it. You don't need Web of Spider-Man, Sensational Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man all coming back because there's too many Spider-Man books. Same thing with X-Men. You had Uncanny X-Men. You had Blue Force. You had Gold Force. You had Red Force. You don't need all those X-Men books. Maybe 2 max.
Yeah, usually.
Avengers.
I like the two team thing.
Yeah, Avengers, 2 books max. Like they have Mighty Avengers, Canny Avengers, New Avengers, Young Avengers. Like again, it gets ridiculous when you add all these titles for no reason. And then with the DC is as guilty as well. Like bringing again, if character gets popular, you make sure they have comic books.
There's a lot of Batman books.
And yeah, you have like 5 different Batman books. You have again Batman side character books. You have the Teen Titans in there, and they have a side book and things like that. And then the big thing that hurts DC is their big storylines. If you do Infinity Crisis, it goes through all the books. So if you want to get all the story, you have to buy every single book.
Yeah, it's a lot, and it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, I think it just comes to a point that like right now, stop the variants. If you're gonna do variant covers, do it for issue 1, issue 25, because that's kind of like a milestone. Issue 50, because that's in a milestone. Every 25 issues, you do a variant. That's it.
I like that. I like the first issue one. I like the first issue should always have variants, but I also think like they shouldn't have so many and save them for whenever they do for things like cons, events, or something like that helps support the community in another way.
Or milestone, like 50 issues. Not a lot of books get 50 issues anymore. So 50 issues, you could do a variant thing because that's a milestone. Like 100 issues, that's a milestone now because not a lot of books hit 100. Yeah. To be honest with you. Not a lot of new books hit 100 issues. Most of the books that are over 100 issues are been constantly in those top 10 books like Spider-Man, X-Men, things like that. No new characters hit 100 issues.
Gotcha.
Also, like, and this also goes and put guilty on a lot of the indie books as well. They do the same thing. They do like 10 different variant covers for one issue. Power Rangers was guilty of doing this. Boom Studios. I love the comic book, and honestly, that comic book has been really good. It's always been on the top 10, but having an issue 2, issue 3, issue 4 all variant covers, that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'll give you the story. Recently was I went to buy just out of whim to buy something for a friend because I usually just go to Forbidden Planet downtown to like pick up like 2 books or something because I usually look for something funny. I found something. Actually, I found something funny. It was a cool cover of Spawn that had. It was mocking the Infinity Gauntlet cover of Thanos with the gauntlet with the face behind it.
Yeah.
I said it was the clown. It was black and white, and it was actually pretty good. But then I went to pick up issues of what I saw was like a new Superior Spider-Man comic. And I was like, oh, let me check that out. But then I looked over to the side and I saw like there was a Venom comic book.
Yeah.
And it was like there was like 4 or 5 different variants, and I'm like, what? Jesus Christ! If I was a collector, I couldn't get all 3 of those or 4 of those. It was like, damn! Like, I just wanted to see what the first issue was like.
Yeah.
So I was turned off from looking at that comic book just because I saw how many variants there already were, something I never even heard of. I'm like, jeez.
Yeah.
So yeah, it bees like that. You go, even if you go to support, you see it.
Yeah.
You see like there's way too many variants of comics just sitting there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know who that's for. They're trying to artificially inflate the market and make these worth something when it's like, when you dilute it so much, that doesn't increase value.
No, it does not. And this is the same problem they had during 95, 96.
Gotcha.
And that's when Marvel almost went bankrupt. And they had to sell out their rights to the movies. And
and that's
how they finally got everything back.
And now that's what the articles floating around about Disney potentially cutting Marvel because they might be following, might be following DC's lead. And I think it's warranted because I can agree there's way too many books. You said it. There's way too many books, but there's way too many variants as well. I can attest to that one.
Yeah. What's gonna happen? Like, I don't see them getting rid of the books in general, but I see them cutting down.
Yeah, definitely. That's a smart thing.
And the rumor killer was Joe Quesada said something about it, and he actually came up. And he's been the editor-in-chief for many years, and he said the comic books are here to stay. It's more cutting down and being more focused on certain stories.
Yes,
where it should be. But also, I don't. The thing is also it goes for a fine line. Do you want the comic books mainly based on what the movies are giving us, or you want the comic books to still be its own story as well? And that's the thing that Disney kind of trying to do is incorporate everything. So everything the movies are doing, they want that in the comic books.
I see.
And that's not going to work.
No, because I think just different writers and stuff, you ended up getting different perspectives. So if you make people who write the stories a certain way, that's not going to be great.
Yeah, and that's what happens especially with the games and stuff like that too, is the fact that most of the characters are from movies and not from the comics.
Let's talk about Marvel not taking advantage of this white hot period, dude. Like, that's one of the saddest things about this entire MCU. Like since that has been a boom, their games have not.
No.
And it's weird. And then also in this article, there's a mentioning of the reason why they don't do games in house. It's just they don't see it as a viable thing for them. And I'm like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Because if they'd have bought a good studio to make games for them, they would have no problem.
Because Spider-Man.
Yeah, and that's out of house. And if they were smart, they would have had a really good studio to make an X-Men game, like for the future. They're not caring.
And
go ahead.
Yeah, no, what happened with Spider-Man though is because Sony owns the rights to it.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, but like that's the problem.
Yeah.
They don't have an in-house studio at all to make games.
They used to. They don't have it no more.
They used to, and they just don't. But even the ones they had, they hog-tie them so hard. Like, you hear the stories about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and about what Capcom could not do with the characters. Their characters could not lose in trailers. What? It's a fighting game. Their characters can only be portrayed in certain ways. Their characters can only look certain ways. The characters can only be in certain, they can only make certain stages. They can only use things from the movies.
Yeah.
It made it a worse game overall. It really did. Like, the restrictions placed on that game really killed it, I feel. So that's the kind of stuff that they need to take a little more of a wider look at. Is just like, stop just throwing shit to other people, but also constraining them. That's not a good thing. So with this whole comics thing, if they want to tighten the reins and make them match the books to the movies, I think that's a bad move.
No, I think it's a bad move too, because again, look at the directions they get and how much they have to cut down on certain things because of the rights of what they want and the way what they want them to show.
Yeah,
and it's not good. Like, honestly, what Spider-Man did differently is the fact that Sony was under it, so Sony was able to get the Marvel writers and everything like that, because Dan Slott wrote the plot and everything, and they got really creative with that game. They were able to do things that a lot of the games are not allowed to do, because Sony also had their say in it.
Yeah.
As in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, I'm very questioning it, because
I agree with you.
The fact that it has X-Men and shit like that, maybe they're pushing in the right direction, but it's like, it does look like a mobile game. It does look like it's not that. It get questions, and honestly,
okay, hold on to that feeling, because what you just said and how you're saying the feelings you're having about this game are exactly how I felt about Infinite.
Yeah,
it looked like a mobile game when they first started showing the pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it ended up just being bunk, man. It was just no bueno. It's like, I can understand that the game plays amazingly. A lot of people say that's one of the best Marvel Capcom games if you can stand to look at it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you got to stand to look at it, and nobody can.
Exactly.
Because they were limited to the style that they had to use. And if this new style for that new Ultimate Alliance game is something that Marvel approved, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
And it goes to show, like, with DC also. DC honestly hasn't really been making a lot either. The last big one was Arkham Knight and then Injustice.
But that's in-house. They're okay with the games because they at least bought the studios.
Yeah.
Because remember, NetherRealm, that's them now. They own them. So they did a smart thing.
Well, Warner Brothers Games owns NetherRealm.
Yeah, but that's still DC. That's Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
So Marvel owns no studios specifically for gaming.
Well, Disney don't own any game studios. And yeah, you're right with that. They should really look into that, because that's another profitable thing, especially how big video games are and how big the characters are because of the MCU. It's a really lost opportunity right there.
I just don't understand why they don't like that. And that's out of their own mouths.
And it's
not
sad.
Profitable.
It's sad because, especially Spider-Man.
Yes. You could prove everybody wrong, yeah.
Exactly. Spider-Man is probably one of the most successful games this year.
For the PS4, it's one of the most successful games of the generation.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's Uncharted, Horizon, Spider-Man. It's like God of War. It's like 4 or 5 games that have sold in the millions. So, yeah.
And it goes to show. That easily goes to show.
Yeah. I don't
Disney,
know, dude.
Step your shit up.
Yeah. Don't be like EA, because they have licenses to stuff and they just fucking waste it.
Yeah, they have one of your licenses and they waste them.
You right. Star Wars, you right. And then see, that's a part of them giving shit out.
Yep.
Fuck.
See, now the Star Wars has Respawn Studios is doing a Star Wars game. I'm kind of curious.
What? Really?
Yeah, Respawn Studios has a Star Wars game coming out.
Oh, well, listen. Respawn needs all the love they can get. Apex Legends is out and it's a good game.
Yeah.
It's not for me. People are kind of assholes on there. It's not for me. Don't play it by yourself. No bueno. But it's fun. And Titanfall 2, I recommend anybody download Titanfall 2. If you haven't, it's probably dirt cheap. And until recently, they were supporting that game. So it's a lot of content. And that's Respawn. That's the homies right there.
Yeah.
They're the only ones left. Because I found out they were the Affinity War people that left.
Yeah.
So I wonder where that leads me to ask you the question. Does anybody know where the BioWare people that left went? I want to know where they went.
Honestly, I don't even think they're doing anything right now. I know the main writer is not really doing anything. I think he kind of retired. Damn. You gotta realize how much freaking time they put on those games too.
I know. Just makes me sad.
Maybe if they go independent again, they'll come back.
Maybe that'd be good. I mean, they can't take their name with them, can they?
Yeah,
See,
they can.
see, this is what happened. This is why Bungie got out of there.
Yeah.
They knew better. Damn, they knew better. They got away from Activision because that big corporate conglomerate shit is no bueno for like artistic freedom. It never is. I don't know why people always think it's different. They hear about it in movies. They see it. You know what I mean? Excuse me. They see it in movies. They read about them in books. They always know that corporations will suck the life, the creativity out of anything eventually. So I don't know. It's starting to feel like at some point, I don't know, man. Disney's some of the things below the Disney movie division are probably going to start to suffer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I like that.
Yeah,
in the long term.
It's going to be interesting because now they have their streaming service coming out. Now they're trying. I think they are going to like own half of Hulu. And them owning half of Hulu, pretty much, I think they're going to integrate their Disney Plus into Hulu as well.
Oh, okay.
Which is a good thing. So there's a lot of things that's going to happen during the time. Probably by fall, you're going to start seeing a lot of different things, especially with Disney Plus and all their Disney stuff off of Netflix, and them being more friendlier with Hulu, and a lot more of their stuff being on Hulu and all that stuff. And the fact that Hulu just dropped their main price $5 less.
Wow.
Just because of the Netflix raising their prices, they dropped their prices.
And I saw Netflix is even testing even more expensive prices. It was a UK chart, and I saw up to €17.99. I don't know what that translates to American, but that's probably like
that's the $15.99.
Oh, so that's the that's the translation.
The euro is higher than the American.
Okay. So it's not like Canada. No. Canada is way higher. Excuse me, that's wrong. Let me not even keep that fumble train up.
Yeah.
But yeah, like they are literally showing off the prices, and they don't look. I mean, listen, if you got the TV for it, you want that. I think it's like Ultra HD, some shit on demand. It's like some really crazy thing they're starting to say that they can do. Like, okay,
like I have the 4K option, but that's if you have a 4K TV. That's the only time it's worth.
You set up.
And it's mostly their exclusive stuff. It's not really all their movies. It's just mainly their exclusive stuff.
I mean, yeah, I won't shit on their exclusive stuff because a lot of this stuff is really good. But like, people don't want to pay all that money. That's the reason people don't have TV. That's the reason people are cutting the cord, is so they don't have to pay a lot of money for each thing. So I hope these companies aren't trying to do a roundabout way of bringing back the channels.
Yeah.
Because if you are subscribed to 7 different streaming services, it's essentially you're back on TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the whole point was to get one and say, I don't need anybody else. I'm done.
Yep.
So we'll see what Disney does. I know they own everything now. So, hopefully you'll have what you want if you just have the Disney.
Yeah.
But the thing with Hulu, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
So Netflix got something to look out for.
Because Fox owned a percentage of Hulu. And Disney got that when they bought out Fox.
Okay. Understood.
So it's going to be interesting.
All right. Also, I mean, I didn't see it. There was the second Dark Phoenix trailer, I think it was.
Yeah,
last week.
It got better praise than the first one.
I mean, I have to see it. I haven't. I'm not a fan of that universe because that is the First Class universe.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't really care that much.
I only liked the First Class movie. The other ones I
hated that movie. Oh, I hate First Class. Was it Alex Summers Hula Hoop? Get the fuck out of here. Havoc was one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I liked that.
That Kevin Bacon as Sebastian Shaw was limp. Yeah. He was not as devious or powerful as he should have been as Sebastian Shaw. I didn't think so. White Queen was spot on though.
Yeah.
Magneto choking her out with the bed though, that kind of made me like, what? She's Diamond. What? How? You suck. Just a lot of that. There was a part with the X-Jet where I gave up. I never watched that movie to the end. I couldn't stand how Beast looked. It was a lot. I just don't like that movie.
I don't care for a lot of the X-Men movies, so
I just like you. I'm just gonna put it out here. I only like this X2, really, and Days of Future Past, really.
I didn't like Days of Future Past.
I didn't like the story, but I liked the movie. It was alright. It's a good watch.
I was not a fan of a lot of the X-Men movies. Like I didn't like them.
They have a lineage of probably being overblown.
Yeah,
because they're not that great. The third one was terrible.
Yes.
I just got my favorite line though. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
And even the first one wasn't that great.
That movie to me, I think, was just boring.
Yeah.
Like I liked X2 because the Nightcrawler scene in the beginning was awesome. Wolverine when he went crazy was cool. The part when like the Iceman made the wall and shit, like it was like literally 2 or 3 specific scenes in that movie that I liked, and that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. They killed Cyclops. Fuck you. Stop killing Cyclops. That doesn't solve anything.
No, Cyclops is one of my favorites.
Damn it! They stopped making him a wiener that whines. We know he's a Boy Scout, but he's not a wiener.
No, he fucking tried to kill everybody.
I hate how they make him evil. Just he literally is like the Jesus of the X-Men.
Yeah.
They always gotta sacrifice him.
Yep.
Like Wolverine dies and comes back all the time, but they always have to make it a big deal and sacrifice Cyclops. I hate that. Anyway,
stupid.
Anyway, it does make me sad though that because of all the shenanigans with Fox, we never got a really good video game that had that black and red costume.
Yeah.
We still may never because it's lost to time. He doesn't wear that anymore.
No. He's back to the kind of the 90s one.
The 90s one, yeah. So, see, stuff like that makes me sad.
Yep.
Anyway, anything else, Mark, before we wrap it up?
Not much. Definitely check out our Morphin Cast that we just posted up about the Super Ranger. It gave me new life to Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and made me not like a lot of the American ones that much.
New favorites, you heard it here first.
We did a really good cast and I really enjoyed it. I actually listened to it the other day, earlier today, and I was happy with it.
Awesome.
We're doing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 2, and we're going to be doing Jetman next.
Nice.
Which Jetman is the one right before Zoo Ranger.
No, you said Jetman. Now, can I ask, how old is Jet Jaguar?
Jet Jaguar is early, like mid-70s.
Oh, so he's older than that?
Yeah, because this one, Jetman is between 70... No, Jetman is between 89 and 90.
Oh, okay. That's not that old.
Jet Jaguar is like 84, 85.
Okay.
They're probably even older than that.
I'm thinking older. I know he's fought. Didn't he fight Godzilla? Yeah, he's fought Godzilla.
Yeah, I think it was 78, 77. But we're going to do Jetman. Jetman is the season right before Zoo Ranger. It was actually the original series they were going to adapt to our American audience, but they thought the clips that they had couldn't be used in the sit in. They had a smoking monster.
I mean, listen, he's the ultimate bad guy. Come on.
Yeah, they had a monster that they smoked a cigar.
Nice. Was it a gangster?
No, he was just smoking a cigar.
Or like a dragon or something smoking a cigar?
It was like a black monster just smoking a cigar, just walking around smoking a cigar. No reason either. He just smoked a cigar. It's like, okay, whatever. I'm a monster. Sue me. But yeah, Jetman will be the one that we'll be reviewing, and then we'll be going into Dire Ranger, which will be season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Pretty much what season 2 should have been if they would have used the Sentai footage.
I see the monster. I don't know his name, but I don't see a picture of him. I only see a drawing of him with a cigarette. I'm trying to find him.
Yep. But definitely check out the Morphin Cast. We posted up a couple of days ago. Definitely check it out. Give it a listen, give it a like. And that's all I got.
No excuses. You know where it is.
Yep.
Oh God, this picture is amazing. He's got the cigarette in his mouth, in his like little helmet face, like a bug face almost.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, this is gonna. Yeah. Oh, this is good. It looks like a Black and Mild too, like a brown thing with a little tip on the end.
Yeah, it was like a fancy cigarette.
Yeah, it's fancy. Oh, he's fancy. And he looks smug too because his eyes are like squinted.
He was smug. He was kind of.
Oh shit! Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. So we have the Power Ranger cast. You know where it is. The Morphin cast.
Yep.
Zoo Ranger. Make sure you check out the Merc with the Mic SoundCloud.
Yes.
I guess that's it for this week. I have been your host, Louis Beans, joined by Merc with the Mic.
Yep.
Make sure you catch us on all of our social media. We are on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're also on SoundCloud, RedCycloneInc. We're also on Tumblr, RedCycloneInc. We also have a WordPress, RedCycloneInc. Everything, RedCycloneInc. YouTube, you can catch these up live, usually on a Sunday. But you can also get the edited versions later in the week on RedCycloneInc on YouTube. Where you at, Mark?
Find me on Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Twitch TV, all Mark with the Mic, YouTube, which you have the Wrestling Babble Live on there, and also some gameplays and stuff like that. Definitely also check out everything we do on. He just showed me the monster.
Oh, he's amazing. It's the best.
That shit had me rolling. And then one of the Rangers smoked too.
Oh, with the helmet on?
No, he was just smoking cigarettes and gambling and shit.
Whoa! What color was he?
The Black Ranger.
What?
Yeah, the Black Ranger was pretty badass in the show.
Always bet on black.
I'm on 10. Episode 10 so far.
Okay, cool.
So yeah. Fast me, Merc with the Mic on Twitter, Instagram, not WordPress, YouTube, and Twitch TV, and Tumblr, and SoundCloud. SoundCloud is all our casts is on there. Definitely check that out. Like, subscribe, leave comments, and help us out.
So you're sir. So that's it. Make sure you always follow the Jenkins.
The sandwiches.
Get your sandwiches out. You got a bike.
Now follow Nick too. Just follow him to work.
Follow the almighty Nick.
I'll give you his address to where he works. You can follow him. He's gonna give people the addresses out now.
Why is that man standing outside my building with a sandwich? Not good. Not good.
Follow the
and he won't give me any. Damn. All right. Peace.
Peace out. Later.